I'm sure Pup's looking down on us, telling her what compound run in the right rear, eh? Ricky Thornton Jr. looking for his 9th series win of the year. His second. As we are going to go 40 laps tonight. Top 3 on the Big River Steel podium. Brady Cup will interview them after this race. One lap to go. Going to go green next time around. The Brandon Ford Pace truck will exit into the infield in turn 2. Ricky Thornton Jr., Tim McCready, Dalton Wilson, Dale McDowell, Brandon Overton, and Devin Moran. 40 laps. It'll be Delaware double file restart. Still 5 or less laps to go. Off at turn 4 at the Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. We are underway at SMS. Ricky Thornton Jr. second to Jonathan Davenport in laps led this year with lead lap 1 winner tonight. McCready second, Wilson, McDowell, Moran your top 5 off of turn number 2. So Ricky Thornton Jr. out in front. Won a preliminary race last Thursday at Eldora. He has 8 wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, trying to equal Tim McCready all-time in series wins at 37 here tonight. Wilson, McDowell, Moran, your top 5. Then it's Brandon Overton, Davenport, Hoffman, O'Neill, and Albertson, your top 10. Again, this is points tonight here. Very important. Again, it's a complete new show here tomorrow night. As they come off of turn number 2, it's Ricky Thornton Jr. 8/10 of a second is the advantage for the driver out of Martinsville, Indiana. He's coming out of turn number 2, the tail end of the field, entering turn 3. So not for long if this thing stays green. By the way, McCready, it was 7/10 of a second. He's cut that lead down. Here's the battle off of turn 4. In about another couple laps, if this thing stays green, they will pick up the tail end of the field off of turn number 2. Thornton still leads by about 6 car lengths. 8/10 of a second on the scoring monitor. Dalton Wilson runs in 3rd. Dale McDowell 4th. Devin Moran runs in 5th. Ricky Thornton Jr., that Clements-powered Longhorn for Todd and Vicki Burns, SSI Motorsports. Off at turn number 2, down the back straightaway. The advantage is still 8/10 of a second as they pick up the tail on the field behind the rookie Corey Lawler. They're 1993. He'll go a lap down into turn 1. 7 laps recorded here tonight out of 40. Again, it'll be Delaware double file restarts until 5 or less laps to go here tonight. And if we do have a caution, all lap cars will restart on the back. Thornton still continues to show the way. Davenport is back in 7th. He came in tonight 2nd in the points, and he was 85 behind Thornton as they work lap 9. There's Garrett Alberson in the 58. Kaufman runs in 8th. Alberson 9th. O'Neill 10th. Marler 11th. Owens 12th. Gustin is 13th. 14th is White. Weiss 15th is Blair. There is Overton and Davenport. They ran 1st and 3rd in the Dirt Late Model Dream last Saturday night at Eldora. 10 laps in the books. We're 4th of the way done here at Smoky Mountain Green so far all the way. Thornton leads by 1 second exactly over Tim McCready. Thornton out of turn number 2. McCready, no lap cars between 1st and 2nd. Thornton trying to change that, working the outside. Brendan Smith, driver that's 3rd, and O'Reilly Auto Parts rookie there, Chase, and McCready comes into the picture. Well, McCready, that solid run in the Show Me 100. Back Memorial Day weekend, ran 2nd to Jonathan Davenport. As Thornton clears Smith out of turn number 2, 12 scored. Tim McCready still 2nd. Dalton Wilson a solid 3rd in that Ratliff number 18D. There's the battle right there. McDowell and Dalton Wilson. That is for 3rd and 4th. Moran still 5th. Good battle side by side into turn number 2 as they close the gap down the back straightaway. Here comes Dale McDowell at the bottom. McDowell will clear Dalton Wilson, and Dale McDowell climbs to 30. May not be done yet. Off at turn 4. 14 complete for Ricky Thornton Jr., your race leader. Dale McDowell now pressuring Tim McCready. The 2 veterans go side by side at turn number 2. McDowell muscles his way in, and Dale McDowell will go to 2nd to the 17M. Now, what does he have? He had the most impressive heat race win here earlier tonight by over 2.5 seconds. Now he will clear McCready and pull away from him. He'll set his sights on Ricky Thornton Jr. with 15 scored here tonight. Down the back straightaway. Thornton into 3. And Ricky Thornton Jr. thought about sliding in there. Here comes McDowell. Smooth and silky. Silky smooth out of turn number 4 to turn number 1. The deficit right now is 0.6 of a second between Ricky Thornton Jr. and Dale McDowell. McDowell prowling on the inside, trying to become the 11th different driver to win a Lucas Oil race here in 2024. And he's right there with Thornton off of turn number 4. He's about 4 car lengths back as we complete lap 17. McCready 3rd, Wilson 4th, Moran 5th, and it's branded over to Davenport, Hoffman, Alberson 10th, runs. Alberson 9th is Marlar. Ricky Thornton Jr. slides it in there. He'll lose a little bit of his momentum. Here comes McDowell through the middle off of turn 4. 18 laps in the record books. 22 to go. The lap car of Ross Robinson. In car 7. He runs back in position number 22. McDowell will clear Ross into turn 1. 19 complete. Halfway coming up next time around out of turn number 2. Dale McDowell down the back straightaway. He has closed the lead down into turn 3. He's about 1, make it 2 car lengths. Out of turn number 4. Halfway here at Smoky Mountain. We got a bout of a lead between Ricky Thornton Jr. and Dale McDowell into turn 1. Ricky Thornton Jr. is led from the drop of the green to the new Tremax Solution start zone. It's caution-free so far as they dive to the inside. Around the 99B of Boom Briggs, who runs 21st. Ricky Thornton Jr. looking for his 9th win of the year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Off at turn number 2. Again, McCready is a distant 3rd. He's 3.1 seconds behind the top 2. There's the battle there, side by side between Wilson and McCready. And McCready ran as high as 2nd. Here comes Dalton Wilson on the bottom. Into turn 1. Now Dale McDowell goes a little bit higher. Off at turn number 2. 22 complete, 18 left. Thornton now starting to pull away a little bit into turn 3. Off at turn 4. There you see McCready in 3rd as he gets away from Wilson. Moran right there in the picture. He runs 5th. Brandon Overton is 6th. 23 complete, 17 to go. Ricky Thornton Jr., Dale McDowell not letting him get away off of turn number 4. What does the Shane McDowell driver do with Dale McDowell behind the wheel? The veteran out of turn number 2, the Hall of Famer. Down the back straightaway. Dale McDowell picks it up down the back straightaway with a deficit is 3 car lengths. 24 complete. They work lap 25. 15 to go. Dale McDowell inching ever closer to Thornton. Thornton maintaining a lead into 1. McDowell on the bottom. 15 laps to go at Smoky Mountain. McDowell trying to catch him down the back straightaway. Catching him is one thing, passing him is another. That Midwest sheet metal orange spoiler McDowell now will go to the middle. He'll go to the outside and lose a little bit of ground down the main straightaway. 14 to go into 1. McDowell back on the bottom. And the Dave Warren Power Sports caution is out on the racetrack. Drake Troutman in 7. Drake Troutman was running in position number 19, may have a tire down. And as he comes around in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, and he does. Right rear tire down, Brady Cup on the 7 of Drake Troutman down to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit.
We'll try to make our way over there, James. And what about those first 25 laps? Drake Troutman's team furiously working on changing that flat tire.
Yeah, he was running ahead of Clay Harris, who's running 24th in that Rookie of the Year chase. They came in tonight, only 20 points. And Troutman could have took over the top spot in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase.
And they're just about to bolt that tire back on. Mike Knuckles down here helping as well. And we're looking at that tire, and it is shredded. Actually, I see quite a bit of the tread going off that Hoosier Race tire. So they're finishing up on that. Looks like he's going to be able to rejoin the field, James.
All right, thank you, Brady. So Troutman back out on the track. All 26 starters still left in this race. All right, 25 have been scored. It's Ricky Thornton Jr.'s led from the top of the green. Now McDowell will be second, McCready third. Dalton Wilson fourth, Devin Moran fifth. Mike Marlar is up to sixth in the 157. Seventh, Brandon Overton. Eighth, Nick Hoffman. Ninth, Jonathan Davenport. And 10th, Garrett Alberson. So Mike Marlar started back in 12th. Take a look at an early Todd Steel Building's hard charger here. So again, Troutman was running ahead of Clay Harris, and that could have really tightened up those Rookie of the Year points in this race. All right, about ready to go green at the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. 15 laps to go. And Ricky Thornton Jr., nope, going to have one more lap under caution. Again, Marlar is the Todd Steel Building's hard charger so far. He started in 12th, currently in 6th, and he may not be done yet. All right. One to go green. Boy, Dale McDowell was making it close. McDowell had passed Wilson. He had passed McCready and was right there with Thornton on the restart. Nutrient Ag Solutions zone. Restart zone off of turn 4. McCready's going to swing out wide. Here comes McDowell. Good restart for Tim McCready into one. What about that top side? Have they told him to go to the top down the back straightaway? Here comes McCready in one for the lead. McCready to the bottom. McCready slides into the bottom. Off of turn 4. Thornton holds him off. Boy, Tim McCready looking like the Show Me 100 a few weeks ago, but Kenny can maintain the momentum. McDowell back at the bottom. Down the back straightaway. That might have been the one shot they had on Ricky Thornton Jr. McCready now in the second. Off at turn 4. McDowell third. Down the straightaway. 13 to go. McCready saw that top, and he almost, but couldn't quite clear Thornton, and there we go on the restart. 12 laps to go. Thornton starting to pull away. McCready second. Third remains McDowell. Moran is fourth. Wilson fifth. Marlar sixth, and it's Overton, Hoffman, Davenport, and O'Neill, your top 10. Well, Dale McDowell did not need that caution flag because he's losing distance between himself and Ricky Thornton Jr., and right now he has fallen to 2 seconds behind your leader, while McCready is a second behind at a turn 3 as they work with 10 laps to go. Out of turn number 2. It is still Ricky Thornton Jr. down the back straightaway. In at Todd and Vicky Burns, SSI Motorsports, Longhorn Clements off of turn 4. Next weekend, they'll try to go back-to-back in the Firecracker 100 at Lernerville, but also trying to go back-to-back in the Mountain Moonshine Classic here tomorrow night. He's changed that line down the back straightaway. Thornton with 9 to go. All right, down the straightaway, 8 laps to go into turn 1. Now Thornton behind the tail end of the field. Here comes McCready. That charge he put on Davenport down the back straightaway in the Show Me 100. McCready now, as Thornton will clear the left car of Corey Holler of turn number 4. Slides up the track, trying to keep it out of the wall. Here comes McCready. It's 7/10 of a second. McCready now, he will clear the 93 down the back straightaway. He's got to go and go now because we'll have 6 to go. If he has any chance to catch the 20 RT as they clear the 17 SS of Brendan Smith at a turn 1, 6 laps to go. 33 in the record books, and Thornton is starting to pull away down the back straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. doing Ricky Thornton Jr. things here tonight, trying to lead all 40 laps. Off at turn 4, 5 to go. As he'll clear the 126, the first-time Lucas Oil starter, Cade Loudy. 5 to go. Any cautions from here on out? It'll be single file. Thornton into 1. He just wants it to stay green. That Midwest Sheba DeLorean spoiler. The points leader in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, stretching it out with 4 to go into 1. Now behind the 7 of Ross Robinson, Boom Briggs. Down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, brushed the wall, a little bit of spark. Thornton's got to be careful, slides it in there, and he got contact with Robinson. Contact between the 20 RT and the 7, trying to put him a lap down. 3 to go. Well, he got into the backstretch wall, I believe the right rear quarter panel, and then slid in on Ross Robinson. He's got 2 to go, but he's got a big enough lead as they go down the main straightaway. 2 laps to go for Thornton. Here comes McCready throwing it in on Robinson. McCready may have a shot. Down the back straightaway, the head of the Bears Performance, 1 lap to go. 2 cars in front of your leader, Thornton. But Ricky Thornton Jr. is going to split them down the main straightaway. What a move on Troutman and Boom. That might have done it right there. That sealed the deal for the 20 RT. Everybody's got to go to the UNOH scales. Into turn number 3 on this Barron's Performance final lap down the straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. has won here tonight at Smoky. Second spot is going to be Tim McCready. Third is Dale McDowell. Fourth, Devin Moran. Fifth is Dalton Wilson. Sixth is Mikey Marler. Then it's Brandon over Nick Hoffman, Garrett Alberson, and Jonathan Davenport, your top 10. So they will go to the UNOH scales. They run officially as your top 10. 11th is Guston, 12th O'Neill, 13th Owens, 14th Weiss, 15th Blair, 16th Carson Ferguson, 17th Benedum, 18th Chris Ferguson, 19th Briggs, 20th Troutman, 21st Loudy, 22nd Robinson, 23rd Ballinger, 24th Smith, 25th Lawler, and 26th Clay Harris, who did not finish the race. He was the only car that did not finish, and that will tighten up that Rookie of the Year chase. Troutman finishes 20th, Harris 26th as we are at the UNOH scales. Well, Brady Cup, Dale McDowell did not need that caution because McCready got around him. McCready made a run on him, but Ricky Thornton Jr. comes home with a victory tonight pending the droop.
Yeah, we'll talk to Dale McDowell in the top 3, but yeah, he did not want to see that caution come out. And of course, Ricky Thornton Jr. probably didn't want it either, but no, did not give up any of the momentum, and that was a great feature. Well, then we want to mention the trophy down here. Of course, got the whiskey keg on top. Is the Otis Campbell Trophy. So if you don't know who Otis Campbell was, he was the town drunk on the Andy Griffith Show. So beautiful trophy, but the official Otis Campbell Trophy. And James will check there. That may not be empty, so we may have to check see what's inside of that keg.
He had his own keys to the jail, didn't he? Right?
He
just
absolutely
checked himself in. There you go.
So again, we'll wait for the top 3 to come through the scale house. They have cleared that. They'll do the droop check, and we'll talk to your winner in the top 3 here at Smoky Mountain Victory Lane. Ricky Thornton Jr. has cleared the scales. He's also been getting a thumbs up with the droop check. And we'll wait for him here in Lucas Oil Victory Lane. We'll wait for him to get his helmet off and get his bit of hat on. Both sit tight. We got your Crown Vic feature coming up next. Hey, folks, here he comes out. Make some noise for your winner here tonight on night 1 of the Mountain Moonshine Classic, Ricky Thornton Jr. Hey, Ricky. picking up where you left off here last year. I know you didn't want to see that caution come out because I know your crew was signaling to you that Dale was there. But even after that caution, this SSI Motorsports Longhorn chassis did not seem to lose any momentum. Congratulations winning on night number 1 of the Mountain Moonshine Classic.
Thank you. Actually, I didn't mind seeing the yellow. Just I felt like I was running too hard there trying to get by those lap cars, and just really abused my tires. So the yellow came out, and then I saw T-Mac got back to second. And I knew he didn't pass Dale around the bottom, so I knew I had to move up and just try to keep some speed there. Me and Ross hit a little bit there when I was lapping him. He was just trying to race. He had no idea I was there, so it luckily wasn't too bad. But overall, really good night for us. I think we broke track record qualifying, so we have speed to start tonight and finish tonight. So hopefully our stuff's this good tomorrow. My boys, DJ, Tharp, Burrows, Darla didn't come, my wife didn't come. I feel like all ladies ditched us this weekend, but overall, great way to start our weekend.
And you've got a lot of momentum going into tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're 3 for 3 now since they shortened this place, so who knows? Maybe it'll stay like this for a while. Gotta give a big shout out Hoker Trucking, Big River Steel, Coltman Farms, Bill Stein Shocks, Longhorn Chassis. This thing's been really good. All-Star Performance, Chris at Midwest Sheet Metal. I messed up the spoiler a little bit there down the back straightaway of the one lap. It kind of comes out, so it's like kind of a weird spot for it to be like that. But I think they said there's a drain or something there. So it is what it is. But really good car. I feel like hopefully we can take a little bit of this momentum, learn a little bit for tomorrow, and be a little bit better. Very good. Folks, I'm going to time us here for your winner of night 1 of the Mountain Moonshine Classic, Ricky Thornton Jr. We'll go back here and find second place finisher Tim McCready. Timmy, good solid finish for you. Before that caution came out, you were hanging around there in third, but on that restart, you went up top and you threw everything you had at Ricky Thornton Jr. But again, good solid second place finish for the Rocket House car tonight.
Yeah, we'll take it. I mean, like I said, these guys went to work. They worked every day this week trying to make this car more suiting me as a driver, and it came right out of the box and was fast. This is the first night we've probably put together a whole night where we've been good all night. Long runs were a little slower than we'd like to be, but man, this Rocket One, Valvoline, Celebrate Calf Ranches, everybody, Ace Metal Works, all these guys, Durham Power, Fox Shocks that work on this thing, it's getting better every day, man. I want to thank Franklin Enterprises and Petrov Towing and everybody that works on this thing, and Steve Baker back home, and like I said, Steve and Mark, they've been here longer. We've all three of us been here a while, so we just got to keep digging away at it, and we'll get it. It is a pleasure to drive this car tonight, and Danny, Austin, Joel, all the guys, you wouldn't know we were running bad the way they act in this pit area, so it's a pleasure to drive for these guys, and we're onwards and upwards, hopefully.
Very good. Good, solid second place finish for Tim McCready. Move on back here to your third place finisher, Dale McDowell. And Dale, we were talking the heat race as a young man's game, but you were wise. You gave everything you had there. I know you didn't want to see that caution come out, but Tim McCready got up around you on that restart. But again, a good, solid third place finish for the Shane McDowell Motorsports 17M.
Yeah, gosh dang it, I just didn't want to see that caution. Ricky really didn't know where it sucks to lead because you don't know where to go. So I could get right there, and work around. But when the caution came out, I didn't really know where to choose. I felt the top, but I was a little tight. Shane didn't have time to or really know what to do with the track conditions changing. They were a little bit different tonight. So it was a good night. Anytime you can finish top 3 with these guys or top 5 with these guys, it's a good night. So it's a good night for Easy Go, Klotz, Comatic, all of our partners, S&H Systems and M&S Motors, Camel Installation, CSA, Connected Strategy Advisors with Buddy Percy, Benedum, BSI, Well Service, and Waddell Trucking, and just everybody that it takes, for this thing to go up and down. And I know I'm forgetting some people, but Bloomquist Race Cars and Fox Shocks, and just everybody that it takes. So grandson's here, he's cheering, everything's good, world's good, happy.
All smiles here, the Dale McDowell crew. I'm going to time us here for your third place finisher, Dale McDowell.
All right, Brady, thank you very much. So Ricky Thornton Jr. is 9th series win of the year, the Big River Steel podium again. Thornton, McCready, McDowell. We'll take a look at this again on our race recap. It'll show that Ricky Thornton Jr. led all 40 laps, but Dale McDowell had gotten around Dalton Wilson, and Tim McCready moved to second. As you see him battle into traffic, and McDowell right there muscling around McCready, and it looked like he might have something for Thornton into turn 1, but then a caution flag. And McCready was good on the restart. He tried the top and then tried the bottom. As you saw, the little Drake Troutman, the only caution of the race, Troutman came back to finish 20th. And again, that'll tighten up the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. Here's the shot on the bottom for McCready as he got around Corey Lawler, but then it was McCready falling 1.2 seconds behind your winner at the finish line. So your Big River Steel podium top 3, Thornton, McCready, McDowell. Your Coleman Farms fastest lap of the race was 15.063 by Ricky Thornton Jr. MD3 most laps led, Ricky Thornton Jr. Willwood Brakes lucky 7th place finisher is Brandon Overton. Your Deathridge Opticians lucky 13th was Jimmy Owens. Your Todd Steelbuilding's hard charger was Mike Marler, who started 12th and finished 6th.